This is the end of June, so it's time to scout for deer. We decided to go to high elevation, about 8,000 feet, and I have been here before. I actually camped and hiked and hunted this area 2 years ago, so I knew what to expect. I actually knew the entire area pretty much, and I even mapped out everything, saved some of my routes. So I was excited. I always thought there were a lot of deer here. It looked very promising. So we decided to check it out. 2 years ago, I saw 2 bucks here, which I know is not a lot, but for me that was a pretty good sign. It's worth it to come back, and there's plenty of food and shelter here for the deer. So we were thinking if we see enough signs, we would put up a couple of trail cams and see what happens. Can we make it?
No, it's cliff.
Oh, let's just jump. Let's see. Sometimes you could still make it.
No, baby.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Get away from the edge.
No, wait, it's okay. Wow,
It's top of the world.
that is so pretty. We can maybe make it down there.
Yeah, we'll just go down this little river and backtrack this.
No, right here, right here.
No, I'm not going. I'm not listening.
Really?
Twist your ankle fall down here. That's pretty steep. So we're gonna go all the way down the bottom.
I guess so. Let's go to meadow. Let's go out to the meadow.
All the way to the bottom. All right. Hey, we just came off from like 9,000 to 6,000,
Yep.
and
Actually, 6,800.
yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah. As I mentioned, I hunted this area 2 years ago, and I saved some of my hiking routes, and I was able to see it on my map, and we came to the same exact campsite that I backpacked to 2 years ago in 2018. I hiked out here. It took me 4 hours, so I took this tent, a sleeping bag, and that's my doggy also, who is no longer with us, but he was there with me. And we spent the night out there with just everything that I could carry. That was the first time, and actually the last time, I have ever backpacked to hunt, and it was so amazing to see the same spot. That is the same fire ring that I made out of rocks, and that's probably the same wood that I burned. So this was a pretty cool moment to experience. The next day, we went along a lake. The area was much different. It was much more forested. There was a little bit of elevation change, but nothing too drastic, and it was a little bit easier to climb. And then we came across this awesome campsite. Everything was built. There were areas to sleep. There was a campfire ring. There was an actual stove that you can put wood in and burn it and cook on top of it, and you can also get some heat. And there was actually a journal which I opened, and it said this campsite was established in 1925. That's amazing. And some people wrote in it, not a whole lot. I mean, I'm sure not everybody wrote in it that was here. We didn't. And this is probably a pretty well kept secret, but this was really, really cool to see. This is one place I would definitely camp if I was hunting here, because it does give you some comfort. So that was awesome. Overall, it was great 2 days spent in the backcountry, and now I can check this off my list. I always wanted to come back and hunt this area, but I'm not sure what happened here. There might be a ton of deer. That's why I'm not actually giving out the location, because I heard from a lot of hunters that this is one of those secret spots. So I'm not sure what to think at this point, but this was really awesome. So now we are going to go scout some other places. California is full of public land. I mean, deer are everywhere. We just have to get to the spots where they actually are visiting so that we can put up some trail cams and then see what's going on and then go from there.